Hey guys, what's happening? Brian Prey, and I'm sorry I had to cut things short yesterday with you to get my kids off the bus, but I wanted to pick things up where we left off. I did make it back down to the beach today where I love to come and hang out and spend some time. It is a little bit windy, so if you can hear any of that, please bear with me. I do have my little windshield on, so hopefully that's helping out. But we were talking about how happiness is actually the key to you having and finding success, and along with that, health and longevity. And we had just gotten done talking about decision making. And one of the things I wanted to talk about also was, not just does it impact your decision making, but you've probably noticed that you become more creative when you're happy. When you're negative or you're sad or you're depressed or you're unhappy, you kind of walk around with like tunnel vision. You actually physically you don't see as much. You see more and you absorb more when you're happy. So that's another integral component to you finding success. Your body, your brain, everything functions better when you're happy, when you're in a positive state of mind. So again, happiness is a precursor to your success. And now one of the things that you're probably most interested in is, well, how does happiness impact your income earning potential? Well, check this out. They did a study on college freshmen. And much like the other studies, they gave these freshmen questionnaires, and based on the results and the answers that they submitted, they classified them. They classified them as to whether they were positive and happy people, whether they were neutral people, or whether they were, sad and unhappy people. And then what they did is 19 years later, 19 years after school was completed, they went out and they evaluated where each of these students was in terms of how much income that they were making. And what they found was that there was a greater correlation between the amount of money that they were making 19 years later and what they were, what kind of group they fit in regarding happiness than there was in terms of the grades that they got in school or their economic status coming in, so how wealthy their family was. Those two things didn't even compare to what the correlation was between whether you were happy and the amount of money that you ended up earning. And I'm going to guess that it's probably no surprise to you that the group of people, the group of those students that was classified as those happy individuals were the group that ended up out earning the other two groups 19 years later. So if you don't think that happiness has an impact on not only how you are performing now, but also how you're going to perform in the future, you're missing out on a great opportunity here. And like I had said in the last video, if you're not a happy person by nature, don't worry. Don't get upset about that right now, because you can change. It takes work, but there are things you can do. And in the next video, I'm going to start to go into some of those lessons, some of those things, some of those exercises that you can do to start becoming a happy person. If you're already a happy person, great. You know what? You're already ahead of the game, but you can still work on things to make yourself even that much better and that much more proficient at it. But if you're like I was, I mean, gosh, I was one of those people who, man, you know those people, those positive people who go around and they're the, oh, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade people. I hated them. I hated those people. I was so miserable. I hated those people. And then one day I got to thinking, there was one particular guy in an office that I worked with. He was one of those guys. And it drove me crazy. I mean, I really liked the guy. I thought he was a good guy, but it drove me crazy. And then I thought to myself, I really did a little introspection, and I thought, oh my gosh, you know what? That kind of attitude drives me crazy, and that always, bubbly and positive attitude. But he was happy, and I was miserable. So, who was better off, really? And then, years down the road, I end up learning about happiness actually being the indicator for success and the precursor for it, and kind of everything starts falling into line. So now you know that happiness truly is the secret to finding success, and that it impacts your health and your longevity and your decision making, your cognitive skills, your creativity, your physical things like your vision, and also your income earning potential. So now all you have to do is be happy and watch what happens. You're going to start putting out a vibration that other people will pick up, and rather than being negative, they're going to want to be near you. They're going to gravitate towards you. So whatever it is that you're doing, they're going to want a piece of that. So until next time, be happy. And again, I'll share with you some exercises that'll help you get there. Make it a great day. You absolutely deserve it.